Salam, shalom, and welcome to this three-part episode of Marco's Urban Kitchen. I'm Marco, and today we're going to take a magic carpet ride to the Middle East. That's right, I'm going to show you how you guys can take wholesome ingredients, exotic spices, and incredible flavors and turn them into an amazing Middle Eastern meal. You guys ready? Let's go. For the first part of this Middle Eastern journey, we are making Mujaddara. And no, I didn't stutter, I said Mujaddara. Imagine a blend of spiced lentils, fluffy rice, topped with amazing caramelized onions and some Greek yogurt. Oh yeah, this is a win. It's amazing. So let's go over the ingredients and then we'll start cooking. So the ingredients for this recipe are pretty straightforward. Here I have some medium grain rice. I've rinsed it a few times underwater just till the water is no longer cloudy. You can also use basmati rice or pretty much any rice that you want. I also have some brown lentils that I've rinsed as well. You can also use green. Try to stick with either brown lentils or green lentils. Here I have some vegetarian chicken stock. I also have some chopped garlic, parsley, and then our spice blend, which is a mixture of cinnamon, paprika, whole cumin seeds, ground cumin, ground turmeric, ground allspice, and also some ground coriander. You're also going to need some salt, pepper, olive oil, and a little bit of Greek yogurt. So the caramelized onions are probably the most important part of this dish. So what I'm going to do is actually show you how I cut the onions to caramelize them. Obviously, you cut off the ends, no big deal. That's pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to cut it in half and remove the skin, obviously. Discard that. And essentially what I'm going to do is slice them really thinly. This is about the thickness that you want. Really nice and thin. It will make the caramelization much, much easier. All right, my onions are nice and thinly sliced. It's a very emotional thing for me, Actually, it's just the onions. I can never figure out how to stop from crying. They say run it under cold water. That doesn't work. They're lying to you. Anyway, I'm going to take the onions. I'm going to add just a pinch of salt and kind of mix that around. It's going to help them release the water. And when it comes time to caramelize them, it'll go much, much quicker. Give that a toss. Perfect. And now we're ready to cook. Here I have a heavy bottom pot and I've added about 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to turn that onto medium heat. And I'm going to add my garlic. And once our garlic starts to sizzle, we're going to dump in all of our spices, give that a toss like this. And we just want to cook the spices until you really smell the aroma and your neighbors get really angry at you because you made their hallway smell like a Middle Eastern grocery store. We toasted our spices for about a minute. We're going to go ahead and dump in all of our lentils. Perfect. Give that a quick toss in all of the spices. And what I've done is I've added just enough of our vegetarian chicken broth to cover the lentils. I'm going to cover it and let it cook for about 20 minutes on medium-low heat. All right, I have a heavy bottom pot, pretty big size. I've added lots of olive oil, maybe like half of a cup. I'm going to take my onions and put them in. It should be like a low heat, not too high. When you caramelize onions, you want to do it low and slow. That's the secret to doing caramelized onions. So you're just going to stir it around every once in a while. It'll take about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, about 5 minutes before the 20-minute mark, we're just going to give it a stir, and we're going to taste them to see if they are ready. You want the lentils to be soft, but not mushy. They still need about 5 more minutes. They're still kind of hard. Oh my God, even though they're raw, they still taste so good. Okay, our lentils are tender and cooked through. And give it a stir. And at this point, we're going to go ahead and add all of our rice. Beautiful. Mix it around. And we're going to add 1.5 cups of water. And 2 pinches of salt. We're going to give it a stir. And then we're going to cover it, put the heat on low, and let it cook for about 20 minutes just till the rice is nice and fluffy. Right. Our beautiful onions are now caramelized. Look how much they shrunk. There's like nothing left anymore, and that's why we use so many. So I'm just going to turn this off and let it cool for about 15 to 20 minutes. My mujaddara is done cooking. I let it sit for about 10 minutes, turned off the heat. It's now time to plate. So I'm gonna take a good amount of it and put it in a nice bowl, just kind of arrange it. Oh, it smells so good. You can really smell all the spices, and the lentils have like almost like a floral scent to them. So I'll put all of my rice and lentil mixture here, and now I'm gonna top it with my caramelized onion mixture. And you want to make sure you get a good amount, all those caramelized onions on there. It's the most important part. This makes it taste incredible. Move that around. I'm gonna go ahead and add my parsley. Isn't that beautiful? Now these are the true flavors of the Mediterranean. And a couple dollops of our yogurt. For good measure, a drizzle of olive oil. All right, the Mujaddara is ready. It's time to give it a taste. I'm gonna make sure I get everything in here. I got some of the onions, a little bit of this yogurt, some parsley. It's so good. I'm telling you, those onions, they make the dish. It gives it such a delicious sweetness, and then the yogurt takes it to another world. I guarantee you guys are gonna love this recipe. Thank you guys so much for watching Marco's Urban Kitchen. If you like this recipe, be sure to give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Join me next time as I show you how I make 5-star meals in my 2-star kitchen. Bye-bye.